Welcome to An Open Book with Harry Pacheco, where our guests choose to be an open book, sharing real impactful stories that are making a difference. Welcome to the show. Okay, welcome to another episode of Open Book with Harry Pacheco. Today, we are blessed today. We have a special guest. We have Joe Gates on our podcast today.
Happy to be here, brother.
Here's what we'd like to do in the beginning. We want you to give us a backstory of who you are, where you grew up. Just give it to us, man.
Man, how much time you got? Yeah, man. Grew up in small town Indiana. Grew up like just wild. I was a wild child, man. Lived, a pretty crazy life. Had a pretty crazy life. Had a good family. Came from a good family, but chose to live a separate life from that, man. My past looks like, selling drugs and doing drugs and partying and going to jail for all of those things. And 48 now, but got clean and sober when I was 25. Lived in LA, lived in Atlanta, was in the music industry and was acting and trying all that stuff and trying to shorten it up because if I get going in deep detail, bro, we'll be here all night. But had a crazy life. God, touched my heart, touched my life, and I changed. God changed me from the inside out, and met my wife. Lived in LA for 7 or 8 years in the entertainment industry. Met my wife in Atlanta. Had 2 kids when we lived in Atlanta. Had 2 more kids here. So I have 4 kids, 11, 10, 6, and 3. And I live for them and live for God now, bro. And just, try to be a good, productive member of society, my friend.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
That is awesome. So when did you move to LA?
So I was living here and I got like clean and sober and got my life together. I like to say like that's when God saved me, pulled me out, in 2002. And in 2005, I was 28 years old and I just wanted to chase my dreams, man. I wanted to, I was sober now. I could live my life now. My life wasn't consumed with, court dates and trials and everything else my life was consumed with back before. And I just wanted to live, man, and chase my dreams. I had 2 parents that always supported, like, man, do whatever you want to do. Just chase your dreams, follow your dreams. And they believed in me and they believed in my craft. And so I just called my dad one day and I was like, Dad, I had booked like a couple commercials, national commercials here in Nashville. So I thought, oh man, first 2 auditions, got the part, I'm out of here.
Is there something that we would know, any of the commercials?
Oh no, man, this was like 03, 04, like one was like a Navy commercial and then there was like, I think it was like a Cheetos. I don't know, bro. And so I was like, it seemed like something that was going very easy for me. And I always wanted to live in LA. Like that was always a dream of mine ever since I was a little boy.
Yeah.
And so in 05, man, I just packed my car full of everything that would fit in my car, called Pops. It was like, I'm moving to LA. I'm driving there. And he was like, go for it.
So you have loves of the arts.
Yeah, man.
Your music, and then you have an acting background.
Yeah.
Which ones do you love the best that you think?
And bro, that's an easy answer for me. Like, I don't know, probably 15 years ago, I would have said music, but man, I really love acting.
Yeah.
Like, I really love it.
Yeah.
I love everything about it, and if I could make a living doing it, man, I'd do it.
Is there anything that you were in while you were in LA? That
Well,
would,
oddly enough, right before I moved back here from Atlanta, before I even knew I was moving back here from Atlanta, I auditioned for a movie that was filming in Atlanta, Nashville, Knoxville, and Louisville. And it actually filmed some here in Murfreesboro too. But I auditioned. Somebody called me and said that, hey, I think you should audition for this movie. Blah 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 blah. And I talked to the director here on the phone, and then I did like a video audition, and then he brought me up, and I auditioned in person with like one or the other actors, and I booked the film, and it was a co-starring role, and so then like between the time I booked it and the time I moved here, like I was like, how am I going to go shoot this whole film, living it? But anyway, I mean, everything just fell into place, and we actually moved here like 4 days before the movie started filming.
wow.
And I moved here. I shot that movie for 6 months. It was called 3 Days, 3 Nights, but I think got bought out by like an in distribution company.
Yeah.
And they changed the name to something that I guess would fit the Indian language better.
Yeah.
And they changed it to like Three Strangers or something. But
Yeah.
it released on Prime Video and everything, and it was out there, and it was a Christian based movie.
Yeah.
And it was
Yeah.
man. So yeah, you would probably know that
So
if you look it up.
I can't help but notice, Joe, the hat, the cross, the way you talk. Tell us about your faith.
It's everything. I mean, I went from, like a pretty bad dude, man. I was a pretty bad dude. And people can, oh man, I used to blah, blah, blah. But, the first time I got arrested, I was 18 years old, and it was the biggest drug bust in Montgomery County history, Montgomery County, Indiana. It was huge. It was a big deal. And I was dealing with, I was selling large amounts of drugs.
Yeah.
And that was my life, and all that came along with that kind of life was who I was. I tell people now, it was like I had no conscience. I had no conscience. Like I didn't care. I really didn't. But I didn't care about myself. I didn't love myself, so I had no love for anybody else either. And I lived like that for years. And I say that to answer the question you just asked me about my faith, because I went from that guy, who's getting his door knocked down with a SWAT team and, that life, man. And to a completely different person, It felt like overnight, but I didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't me. Like when people are like, "Oh, congratulations on being sober and changing your life," and like, no, congratulate God. Like it's all God that did that. Like I had to have a spiritual experience. I didn't have the power to make that change.
Absolutely.
God has all the power to do that. So it started there. And I mean, even when I got sober, like I wasn't like walking around with a Bible and knocking on people's doors with a backpack, and you know what I'm saying? But over time, just more and more things would happen that would prove to me how much God has his hands on me.
Absolutely.
So, and through that, I found just like how much I love people.
Yeah.
And care about people like so much.
Yeah.
Yeah. And every day, man, it's just another like level of like how close can I get to God?
Yeah. You remind me of a scripture. Actually, I think I just read it. It's in James 1:2-4. Perseverance develops great character.
Yeah.
And I believe that you persevered through a lot of your life, through when you were 18, going through what you were going through, and persevering through jail time, persevering through, in some ways, in that kind of lifestyle,
Yeah.
you're risking your life.
Every day.
And so that's perseverance in itself.
Yeah.
And I believe God had a better plan for you.
Absolutely.
And that's where believe that perseverance is developing you as the character that He wants you to be now. So that being said, do you believe that God is calling you to a higher standard of you now sharing the good news about Him in your songs, in your music, in the way you live?
I literally just told my wife last night that I feel God like pulling me again, like to another level of spirituality and what I'm supposed to be doing. And I don't know what that is. Mm-hmm. And I'll give you an example. Yesterday, I didn't even think about sharing the story on your podcast, but we're right in the midst of it. And this is a perfect example of how my life can go sometimes and how God proves his existence beyond a shadow of a doubt. That not even an atheist can say God doesn't exist when you hear what I'm about to say. I was sitting at my desk at work, and I work in the back. Like, I don't sit out front and wait for people to walk in the door. I get people off the internet and stuff like that. And I just stood up. I was like, man, I got to go outside to get some fresh air. And I go outside. I walk outside. My coworker's like, what are you doing, man? And I was like, oh, just coming out here waiting for the hand of God to reach down and touch me, man. I just said that, like, for no reason, right? Mm. And about 5 seconds later, a car pulls up, and the window rolls down, and I hear somebody go, hey, Joe. I'm looking, and I see this hand like this, and I run up to the window, and it's a pastor friend of mine that pastors a church here in Murfreesboro called City Church. He goes, get in the car. I'm like, all right, bro. I hop in his car. He pulls into a parking spot. He goes, look, man, I was driving home from grocery shopping, and God told me to detour and come here right now and pray for you.
Wow.
And he just laid hands on me, man, and just started praying over me, bro. Like praying over me the things that are going on inside of my head. Like, so things like that, man, when people ask me about my faith, you can't explain that. You can't, and it happened just like I said it happened. And so when things like that start to happen, people will say, well, if I can't see God, how can I believe in him? Well, I just saw him yesterday. Yeah. That's how you see God.
Yeah.
Because that you can't coincidence that.
No.
That's not a coincidence. I haven't seen Trevor in weeks. There's no reason for him to drive all the way over by the dealership.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And the moment that I walk outside when I should be sitting at my desk, like, come on, bro. So that's where my faith comes from, situations like that, and knowing and seeing and knowing that is God telling me, okay, we're about to embark on another level, bro.
Yeah.
So
me as a host, as a podcaster, as somebody that generally want to find out more about you, I looked you up and I seen in your Instagram you have a good following. And then also you have music videos you're really talented, man.
Thank you, brother.
Can you tell us more about that? And is there an album coming out? Is this a new venture for you?
Yeah.
Because it seems like these are new videos that are up.
Yeah, brand new. I just released a single last Friday. It was the first song I released in 8 years. No, there's not an album coming. Unless there is some investor out there listening to me talk right now that would like to front me 10 or 20 grand. But no, there's not an album coming. My relationship with music is this. From 14 until 36, I gave music everything I have. I gave it all I got, man. I tried to make it, bro. Had all the right people around me, still do. And then I had a kid, and then I had another kid, and music wasn't giving me what I needed to take care of my wife and my 2 kids. I'm not one of those guys, no offense to anybody that is, but I'm not really into the whole 2-parent working household where somebody else raised my kids and stuff like that. Like I'm more like, I want my wife at home with my kids, right? Once again, no offense. We live in a world where people get offended super easy now. And so I had to make a choice, bro. I had to make a choice. Like, it's either keep pursuing music like this and we stay broke, or make a decision, give my time and energy to a career so that I can take care of my kids and my wife and keep my wife at home with my kids.
Absolutely.
And that was like the hardest year of my life. I felt like I was divorcing music.
Yeah.
You know, so when we moved here, I did the movie.
Yeah.
I put out 2 singles back to back.
Yeah.
And I kind of walked away.
Are you the producer on it, or do you have a
No,
team?
my producer has always been the same producer. It's a guy by the name of Chris Dirty Rice Mackey. He's a 2-time Grammy-winning producer.
Wow.
Hip hop, country, everything. Now he's like really delving into the country world. I mean, he's got, you know, when you go to his studio, you got to find him through all the awards and his thing. He's a beast, and he's my best friend.
Yeah.
And a true friend.
Yeah.
So he's all
Good. That's
for
good.
the last 20-some years. I mean,
That's
he's
awesome.
for 23 years since I got sober, he's produced my music.
Yeah.
But now, I don't know, man. I always thought like my music was good.
Yeah.
But I always felt like it was never amazing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm pretty good.
Yeah.
My music's pretty good, but it's not, I don't feel like it's ever like, oh my gosh. I mean, I've gotten that reaction from people. But now I just do it for fun, man, with no pressure. I used to put so much pressure on myself. I got to write a hit song. I got to write a hit song. Now I
Do
do
you
it for
believe
fun.
in some ways you say you're a hip hop connoisseur?
I'll claim that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so
Come have a seat, bro. Let's talk about
we
it.
can
I
talk. We
wanted
can
to
talk.
ask
about
you, because your genre is hip hop.
It's like hip hop, pop, I guess.
Yeah. What's your top 5?
Oh,
My top 5 rap artists? Dang, bro. Thought we were going to talk about God for a minute.
We switch it up here. This is why it's the open book.
All right. So, but I'm like the guy that's got like his right now top 5 and then like my 5
you
years
growing
ago
from
top
14.
5.
I always-
So when you're 14 to when you're going to music hard,
Okay.
your influences who said,
All
let
right,
me
that's
pick up this
easy.
mic
Yeah.
and said,
that's
oh,
good,
LL
Art.
Cool
That's
J.
good.
When
Okay.
LL Cool J came out,
I got you. The number one artist that influenced me the most out of any artist that's ever walked the earth. So this is number 1 because I'm
You're
going to
going. Wow, that's
you're
a-
going
that's a
1 to
wild
5, or
order.
you're not just doing just
You want me
5?
to go backwards?
No,
that's
go,
cool.
yeah, go backwards.
Nobody does that. Please do
Okay.
this.
Number
Yeah.
1, because it's so easy
Yeah.
for me to answer, was Tupac.
Let's go.
Yes, let's go.
Cody.
And I don't say that like, oh, he had the skills, the rap skills that were the
Yeah.
best of everybody. He had something that he could touch my heart in a way that nobody could.
Yep.
Good or bad at the time. Right now, as an adult, I'm like, golly, it was probably kind of a bad influence because there were times I felt like I was Tupac. But Tupac was number 1 for me. You got Nas. You have, if we're going just skill. I hate to be cliche, but I mean Eminem, man. He's
Got to.
He's
you
great.
know, but I mean, I've only ever had one Eminem album, so I'm not like a fan of his music.
Yeah,
but
but
he's
he's just-
he's
yeah.
just he's on another
He's
level.
gotta be.
He's like an Elvis.
Black
of rap.
Thought.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's what 3, 4. And I'm gonna have to say this guy that I'm listening to now that's brand new that nobody's probably heard of out of Houston. His name's Marcus Clay, and I mean he is like a reinvented version of the best rapper in the late 90s. Like, I mean, he just is unbelievable. Unbelievable. And he's got to be part of my top 5 right now because he's that dope.
So now we're going to go to how you were at 14. Now we want to know what's in your music now.
Oh,
okay.
The step out.
Okay,
So,
Marcus Clay.
Okay.
But I only listen to him occasionally because most of the time my kids are in the car.
hang on. I'm gonna take it back. Marcus Clay was part of the top 5.
Top 5.
So we got a 14-year-old last person top 5.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm a stickler.
It is true.
This is
true.
Am I going? So I'm doing my top 5 now?
No,
No.
top 5 to 14 because
Just
you took
one more.
Marcus Clay and you put him in your top 5
Yeah.
now.
Oh, okay.
So you
Well,
need to replenish.
we'll remit Marcus Clay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Last one.
And I'm going to say AZ.
Oh,
Ooh, AZ.
hey, interesting.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, I respect that.
Yeah.
All right, now top 5.
Marcus Clay.
All right.
Yep.
Sorry. I'm gonna mute myself again.
Some of these rappers I name now, like I know.
Okay. Marcus Clay.
Man, I really am on,
Lecrae.
and I'm not saying it because I know him, bro, but this kid, Nate Rose,
Nate Rose.
from here is just, he's on, his album is one of the best albums. His new album is one of the greatest bodies of musical work I've ever heard.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say it.
He's a rapper.
He is.
What's his name?
Nate Rose.
Nate. That's his rap name?
Yeah. It's his birth name, too.
Nate Rose. Wow.
I think it's his birth name. It was his media company that actually shot the videos to my new single, but I just on a whim was like, let me listen to this kid's album.
Yeah.
This kid, and I
then
was
you were astonished.
floored.
Yeah. You got 3 more.
Man, dude. For today, these are gonna all be Christian rappers because that's all I listen to now, really, bro.
Like Toby Mac. Lecrae.
No, I'm gonna go with Ty Brazzle,
Yeah.
Derek Minor, and No Big Deal.
Okay, that's pretty fire.
Google them.
Yes.
Yeah, I was looking them
Yeah.
up as you
Yeah.
did it.
Yeah.
Nice. Dang, this guy has 254,000. The Nate Rose guy has 254,000
He's a big
legit.
monthly listeners.
He's a big deal.
And he's here in Nashville?
He's here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee.
No way.
Yeah.
Nate Rose.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hook us up, man.
Bro, he's that dude, bro. Just listen to that new album, bro.
I will.
It's gonna rock your brain off.
Okay, let's
Yeah.
go.
Wow.
Hook us up, man. We need.
Yeah. Can,
And listen to Derek Minor and Cannon's new album, Vigilante.
Can you get him in here?
I might. I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, we're cool.
Yeah.
But
Dude, that'd be
You know,
sick
he's-
to have like a hip hop show.
he's in a different city every night. But yeah, I'll reach out to him, man. Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay,
That's
let's
love.
get back to you.
I mean, this show's about me right now.
Yeah. So Joe, you talked about our music, right? And we talked about our faith a little bit, and we wanted to get the fire in you and said, what is Joe, the 14-year-old, listening to? So you have all those influences in your life that carried you to do music for the better part of your life.
My 20s.
Yeah.
Teens, 20s,
Now-
and 30s, early 30s.
You used the word divorcing from music because of your 2 kids and your wife, and you were like, man, I just can't do it. I have to pick one.
Yeah.
That must have been a struggle for you.
It
that
was-
year you told me it was a rough year
Yeah, bro.
of doing that. Is that part of the faith of making that decision?
No. It was because I didn't have any faith when I made that decision. I mean, I had faith, but I wasn't implying my faith to that decision.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Otherwise, I wouldn't have been all tore up about it.
Yeah.
So I was so lost. Like I had no idea what I was going to do.
Yeah.
Because when I was younger, I heard Busta Rhymes say, if you always just got to have a plan A.
Yeah.
Because if you have a plan B,
Yeah.
then you're never going to give your all to plan A. So don't have a plan B.
Yeah.
It's always just plan A. Don't think of it. And when he said that to me, it resonated with me. And I never made another plan outside of music and acting and entertainment.
Yeah.
So when that didn't work out, what did I have?
Right.
What am I going to do?
Yeah.
Go freaking get a job at Amazon or, go get a job at McDonald's? Like, what am I going to do? Now I'm an adult. I have kids and a wife who's counting on me. Sorry. What I mean, I just fell into like this deep, deep, dark depression, man.
Yeah.
And I was like pushing 40, like now I'm pushing 40 and I'm like low key midlife crisis going on as well.
Yeah.
And it all happened around, man, it was a wild time, bro. Cause I lost both my parents back to back a week apart in 2017. Okay.
Oh, that's heavy.
Then a few months later, I put out a single that was about my parents.
Yeah.
Put out another single that was just a song.
Yeah.
And then it was like over, man. I stopped getting my royalty check, started going from like big to small to where I was literally getting like $3.46 every 3 months from BMI, bro.
Yeah.
Now I mean, what am I gonna do?
Yeah.
But I had no plan.
Yeah.
And I went in, I was depressed. I was I was not fun to be around for my wife.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I have these babies and they got to be taken care of. Yeah. But the faith wasn't there at that moment, man.
Yeah. By talking to you and not knowing you just from conversation, it seems like you doing the job that you do now, you have a strong character.
Yeah.
Like when you set out to do something, you do it well.
Yeah.
You worked for Cadillac, right? You were like the manager or
no, I sell cars for them now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I sell cars for Cadillac, GMC.
Yeah.
It's Chevy, Buick, GMC,
But I
Cadillac.
watched a lot of some of your reels.
Yeah, that's me where I'm at
They're
now.
hilarious.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
They're hilarious. They're hilarious reels. These skits. Who makes up the skits?
Just my brain, off the freestyle off the top of my brain. Hit record.
You need to bottle that up and that be part of your brand.
Yeah, man. I was going pretty strong there. I went from on TikTok. I went from like 600 followers to 30,000 like overnight from those videos.
Funny.
And I was rolling, man. But then there was like, I started to get called into like HR's office and stuff, like liability, then I started having to make everybody sign a waiver that was in my videos because I was diving on people's backs and, whatever. But
didn't you bring more customers in?
No, those were all my coworkers.
No, what I'm saying is from those videos.
Yeah. No, I got some. It wasn't like super overwhelming.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got some customers off that.
No, I mean, as the brand, they should have complained because you're lifting their
business. Right. But it's
the legal span.
I kind of got a little crazy in some of the videos, as you saw. But no, man, the first video I made that had 3.3 million views, like I literally just walked in my manager's office and I was like, hey, I'm going to act like a crazy manager, get all the employees down there to sit in the seats and you just record. And he goes, okay, bro, let's go. And I just, and we just kept building upon that. And it worked. And like, I kept going, then I started making like the R&B, like, lip syncing videos and stuff. Right. And then, man, I had a really close friend of mine, a couple months ago, man, pass away, and that rocked me, and I haven't made any of the videos since. Like, I'm still trying to get back to feeling funny again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Crazy. But I'll get back to it.
So how many years you been sober now?
23. October 6th was 23.
Congratulations.
Thank you, brother. Wasn't me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so you in Murfreesboro, you guys, that was the connection there. You guys know each other from the same, having the same struggle and
Bill.
Yeah.
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 That's awesome.
Yep.
I love his story of sobriety.
Yeah, he's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's crazy. I love him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's in the future? In the future for Joe? What can we, all of us here that are listening, or all of us here that are watching, what are we going to hear from? What are we going to see from you? What do you want us to know? What's going to happen? This is the platform to
Yeah.
kind of announce.
Everybody out there, they can catch me on social media at It's Really Joe Gates on TikTok and Instagram. Two, so man, I literally live my life like one moment at a time, bro. So like, there's people out there who's like, I got my 5-year plan and I got my dream chart, and like, I'm just not that guy, bro. I live my life like one moment at a time, one day at a time at most. People try to make plans with me, like, hey, what are you doing November 16th? I'm like, bro, I don't know what I'm doing in 2 hours, but
I think that's the way to live. If I'm not,
as far as like plans, man, I feel God pushing me.
yeah,
What that looks like, I teach Sunday school right now, man. I love doing that, teaching the kids. I just want to live the exact life that God wants me to live for him, bro.
yeah.
That's all I want. That's all I want, man. And whatever that is, like, I'm here for it, man.
Yeah.
Like, let's do it. So I don't know, bro. Just whatever God wants me, where he wants me is where I'm going to be.
That's awesome.
But I just want to continue to grow in my relationship with Christ, bro, and help people any way I can.
This is for me. This question is for me because I have struck an interest about reading about your story. When you went to LA, you did go there initially to be an actor and different type of arts, music, whatever, what have you.
Yeah.
You kind of fell into between times of music and acting. You were a bodyguard for people that are either celebrities or people that were big in their industry or whatever they were doing.
Yeah.
How was that for you?
It was random.
Yeah.
It was so random. Man, it's such a weird part of my story, man. Because it just makes no sense. I'm 5'6", bro. $170. I was doing the door, okay, at a club in Hollywood. This is how this all happened, okay?
Yeah.
I was working the door as security. And I'm standing there with a promoter, and Suge Knight starts walking up.
Yeah.
And the promoter goes like this, leans over and goes, "Don't let him in," and walks away.
What?
Suge Knight.
Oh, just only the guy who I believe is responsible for the murder of my idol. No big deal. And me being me,
Yeah.
I don't know, bro. I'm weird. I'm not afraid of people.
Yeah.
I just don't care who they are. I'm not intimidated easily by people.
Yeah.
And he walks up with a couple of his buddies, and I go, "Hey, man, it's a private party." I just kind of thought of a quick story. I was like, "Bro, it's a private party tonight. It's invite only. Somebody rented the place out," which was all a complete lie. And he goes, "Oh, okay." And he kind of looked at me like, "Are you serious, you little
Do you
guy?
want to die?
Do you want to?" And his buddy like started popping off at the mouth, and I was just like, I just ignored him.
Yeah.
And then Suge was like, "Man, are you sure we can't come in?" And I just stood there and I was like, "You can't come in, bro." And he just turned around and walked away.
Dude.
Well, this guy who owned this protection company was standing there and said to himself, if this little dude
Yeah.
can like hold his ground with Suge Knight and stay calm and look this man straight in the eyes, you know, he approached me and he was like, you know, have you ever done like bodyguard work? And I was like, and then just the next thing you know, man, I'm with Stevie, I'm with politicians. Like it was just, and then it got like, I got deep into it. And then it was like
Kevin Costner type.
It was getting weird, bro. Like I was, you know, I don't even want to really say the people I was with. I mean, you can look pictures up online, I guess, but, and I was just like, man, this is not
surreal
for me anymore. So, and it did take a toll on me. Like, I mean, you can't ever let your guard down, bro. Imagine walking around all the time, 24 hours a day, and not for 1 second be able to take your guard down. And so I just kind of walked away from it. But it was a strange part of my life, and I can go into detail off camera and mic with you. But
very interesting. I just had to ask you, before we close out.
Weird time.
Staring down Suge Knight that's top three.
I'm going to tell you.
That's top three wildest story.
I'll tell you off camera. Okay. I'll tell you off camera. Yeah.
That's top three wildest story I've ever heard in 2,500 podcasts. But go ahead.
It's nothing, bro.
Really? That's nothing?
Do you want to throw another story, or do you want to...
I'm sorry, Harry. That's
all right,
crazy.
no, it's okay. So, Joe, in this podcast, we like to end the show by asking you, what are the 4 things you are grateful for? And you can't, like your wife, kids, they're all just...
They're one grateful thing. Okay. What about the cat? Is that separate from it? No, I'm just kidding. We have a really nice cat. I like it. It's nice. It's sweet. Okay. Alex. Shout out to Alex. Alex the cat. God bless him.
That's fire.
I am overwhelmingly grateful to my creator in a way that words cannot even describe.
Amen.
I am... Does it have to be beans or things and beans? Okay.
Anything you want.
I am grateful for my sobriety.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't be sitting here with you if I didn't have it.
Amen.
I am grateful that I am grateful for, you know, my family, obviously. Very grateful. And I am grateful for, you know, I don't want to just keep saying God, bro. I'm grateful that my soul gets to live in this vessel and have this human experience, bro.
That's I like that. That's a real...
Yeah,
that's a real...
Yeah. The bad and the good, man. All of it. It's just an experience.
So, this is the last part. If you had an organization to lift up, either an organization, a mentor, somebody have that significantly changed you, or something that you want the audience to look at and say support them, do you have that?
Man, golly, there's so many people I love and organizations. But I may end up being kind of selfish with this question. If you or someone you know is in the market for a vehicle, come see Joe Gates at Chevy Buick GMC Cadillac of Murfreesboro.
That's a real.
Keep it
real.
a buck, man. That's right.
But no, for real. No, for real. I just wanted to throw that in there.
That was well executed. That was great.
Man, support. I just want to tell people, man, I want to tell people to do stuff for people, man. So whatever, any organization that people know out there, any church that people know out there, or people in need, people that have less than us, and people that need help or guidance or donations, or like, man, let's all just become better supporters of people
Let's go.
and people that need us.
Yeah.
However that looks, man.
Yeah.
However that looks, man. Just, you know,
Get involved.
get action, man. We're so quick always to say like, hey, praying for you.
Yeah.
What else you doing?
Yeah.
What else are you doing, man? Go support a local church. Find a local church.
Absolutely.
You know, go
Absolutely.
support the homeless organizations. There's too many people in need,
Absolutely.
you know, for me to shamelessly plug anything else other than my dealership. But yeah,
That was great.
First off, Joe, I'm just really grateful and blessed to gotten to know you, interview you. I think you're doing amazing things from where you came from and to seeing what you are now.
thank you, brother.
A lot of people talk about God's miracles in the past or in the Bible, and they're very visible because, you know, turn water to wine, walk in water. I believe the miracle he has in front of us is you.
Thank you, bro.
To be able to live the life that you live and be here to tell it and also to share the good news and to lift him up as you're doing it.
Yeah, thank you.
That's something spectacular. I think that's something that I want to take from this interview is showing everybody that God does perform miracles
Absolutely.
in this day and age
Absolutely.
with Joe Gates.
And everybody else.
Yeah.
Just ask him to come into your life.
Well, thank you for being here.
Thank you, man.
And we're closing out another episode of Open Book with Harry Pacheco. Thank you for listening to another episode of Open Book with Harry Pacheco. Be sure to like, share, follow, subscribe, and leave us a 5-star review. We'll see you on the next one.